Uh? Did I just close my Dota? No, I think my Dota crashed. Well, that's inconvenient timing. It's Tuesday, June 24th, 2014, and the stream is online. Actually just started a game, but I guess turning on the stream caused my Dota to crash. That's fine. It's not like I'm going to lose the game because the game crashed after picking my hero or something like that. I'm duo queuing with Lumden, and to be honest, the games that I tend to enjoy the most these days are either the games where I'm stacking with friends or I'm duo queuing with a support player, because in both of those instances I get to kind of pick the heroes that I enjoy. And I get to at least get the first 5 or 6 minutes of my game going pretty normal. I actually just thought about a hero that I haven't played in a while, because it's not a hero that's too well suited to like solo queuing, but a hero that I want to play nonetheless. What'd this guy say? So how exactly are we landing this? Alright. What do I want to buy for items? Alright, I wouldn't do this item build if I weren't playing with a bunch of people where I didn't really particularly care what they had to say. I'm gonna give these nerds some fucking tangos and like the goddamn Tango Santa Claus. Tango for Weaver. Give Axe a Tango. You know what? Fuck it. Bristleback went a really shit item build where he has no regen. Why don't I give this guy a Tango? That's gonna help him out. God damn, I'm like fucking Tango Saint. Free Tangos for everybody.
30 seconds to battle.
Everybody gets the fucking Tango. That's just the kind of guy I am. It's a Tango for every pocket. So it's actually black screen because the Dota crashed, which means I had to do it for obs. So this is the item build. It's the 5 branches, 3 sets of tangos, and then I just fucking give everybody tangos. I gave Axe tangos, I gave this guy some tangos, gave this dude some tangos. I would have given Lumden some tangos, but he's self-sufficient. He bought his own tangos. Doesn't need my fucking charity. This Bristleback needed my charity pretty bad. That guy bought a Ring of Basilius and a Stout Shield with 0 fucking regen, so his plan for the offlane was to go to the offlane and take no damage. That was his master plan. Yeah, this many branches and basically a tree. I can talk a little bit about why I do this kind of itemization on Terrorblade. I think Terrorblade itemization is really unique because you don't need to start the game with a Stout Shield, Clone Blade. You have a really, really low HP pool, you have really high regen. Oh god, I blocked it really hard. Did I just block this into my tower? No, we're good. This lane will actually push up though, because I blocked the lane hard enough that it's... So the lane's gonna push up now though, because I blocked the lane into a position where I couldn't get my range creep to tank without it being under the tower, because the Razor literally didn't block creeps. So I'm just letting you know. That's not my fault, dude. Lumden is desperately begging the Axe not to farm the small pull. Joke's on you, Razor. I got tangos for days, dude. Attack me all you want. I got more branches than a tree. More tangos than a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. HP regen for years, nerd. You wanna get attacked by your own illusion? Yeah, you do! Okay, now he's gonna slow me, but I have fucking boots. So it's only gonna tick a couple of times. I don't want to take it under my tower here, in case the Razor fucks with the pull. Oh, is he going to do it again? He just completely stopped his hero there for a minute. A lot of the time when people totally stop their hero. He's taking my damage, I don't really care. I'm a big scary demon dude who's too bad for health. And I'm too bad for damage too. He could suck my damage off for like a fucking year, and with Chilling Touch and Metamorph I would still hit for about a bajillion damage, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like actually getting the denies when there's no hero in the lane really matters, but once again I want to auto attack a little bit so it doesn't really go under my tower. But I'm also in a position where the range creep aren't going to stack up in the enemy favor. What's the matter? You want some autos, bitch? Yeah, get out of here. That's so offlane. You know, I found out I like solo offlane Void a lot, but I keep one, I'm not particularly good at playing solo offlane, even if I think it's way better for matchmaking. But I think solo offlane Clinks does the same issues that a Weaver does without I mean, it's better at killing retards, that's for sure. But the issue is when somebody gets detection, like a support with a stun, then you completely lose any of the advantages that Skeleton Lock gives you, because all of a sudden being a fast invisible hero doesn't matter because you're stunned and detected. I do like safe lane Clinks though. I might actually play safe lane Clinks today. Safe lane Clinks might actually be a good matchmaking hero, to be honest, too. A good safe lane hero for the same reason that safe lane Meepo is actually really good in matchmaking, which is that you go to the safe lane and you don't actually hit creeps, which is I don't like playing carries like that because I feel like those are those are retard slaying clown carries, and I don't like playing the Ronald McDonald kids meal carries. I like playing the Monopoly carries. Where you actually go to the safe lane to farm and hit creeps. But in matchmaking, it doesn't actually matter if you farm or buy things. People have no fucking idea how to play when they're behind. Or at least in ranked matchmaking. It's like the same reason that I would always rather have the Axe tri-lane on my team than the tri-lane with the hard carry. Because the tri-lane with the hard carry is just going to be they get behind and they don't know how to recover. And then the Axe tri-lane is always going to beat the tri-lane with a real carry. Right, there's very little way for me to actually get that. Wow, what a rude fucking dude. Okay, this guy is actually I could probably kill him alone, to be honest. I don't even think that I need Loomed in here. I could just run up and fuck him up. Yo, do you want to kill the Razor in 2 seconds? I'm tempted to just run at him and kill him myself because he has no boots. The only reason I'm not running at him and trying to kill him myself is that if it fails, then I miss out on the free kill. But I'm pretty sure I could just kill this guy alone because he's a level 4 Razor with no boots. Alright, he's ran into a really bad spot. Now he has boots though, so I missed my opportunity. But the only reason I didn't just kill him alone is because I feel like he was a guaranteed kill with the help of Ancient Apparition, which is not Ancient Apparition's fault or anything by any extent. I just didn't want to miss an opportunity to kill him 100%. Again, this guy has to suck off my damage for a really long time until this actually becomes, what he's doing becomes a good decision. Do you have a salve? No? Okay. I'm gonna get Sunder at level 7, and then I'm gonna Sunder you, okay? And you're gonna like it. Okay. Oops, I misclicked. Normally I would buy some HP or whatever on Terrorblade because it doesn't really matter how much farm you have. If you have 600 HP, you're gonna die when people press spells on you. But here I'm just gonna play really greedy and just get the 6-minute Yash or whatever. Oh, this guy wants to suck off my damage again. So long. No, I'm pretty sure he didn't want me to sunder him there, and then I just sundered him anyways. Come on, sap my damage, do it. This guy keeps completely stopping his hero, and a lot of the time people that I don't want to be people that don't use quick cast, but no, people that are really not good at pressing buttons, when they want to press a button, they'll completely AFK their hero for a couple of seconds to cast their spell. I see some Razors do that, when they want to sap your damage or whatever, they completely stop moving for a little bit. Does this guy want to die? Holy fuck. What an aggressive Razor player. Oh my god, he doesn't want to live, but I can't really kill him right now. Oh, I might be dead. Never mind. I actually just gonna run away here, I think. Oh, I fucked up there. I cut the wrong trees. That was just really bad. I meant to cut this one, but I mouse accuracy didn't cut the wrong one. But there's no reason I should have died there. That was just like a terrible, terrible misplay. Like I meant to cut this tree. I cut the one below it. Now I die. But if you cut this tree and this tree, you just run through there and you actually live. That was actually like incredibly questionable. Incredibly questionable play. My CS looks really unimpressive too because I've been a part of like 3 kills. Yo, buy me a TP, I'll pay it back. I'm good for it. But that's also kind of one of the reasons that I really like getting like a couple of casual bracers on Terrorblade, because your inventory slots aren't too valuable, and even if you have like a disgusting amount of farm, you can get killed by like 2 level 4 heroes just walking to your lane. Because I have a lot of item progression, but I have 600 health, which is like inadequate. Yo, let's kill bottom. I dropped a TP on the ground for you, Ancient Apparition. Yeah, this is actually kind of spooky. Is that guy dead? No, he's not actually dead. That sucks. Actually, no, I don't want to sunder you. I want to just wait. If that actually kills somebody, then the enemies don't have mini-maps. Oh my god, yeah, he's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him! Oh no. Is that guy dead? Like, they have to not have mini-maps for that to actually result in a kill. Because you can see the Ancient Apparition ult coming. It's gonna be really fucking close, but the level 1 AA ult might not actually be enough to kill anybody. Oh, there's no enemy on the minimap for me to attack command in order to bring the enemy creeps further away from the tower. I'm a little scared because the Razor can come back and just press A button, and then it won't matter if he has no creep kills because I'll die. And since I don't like being dead, I'm gonna play a little bit carefully. Oh, this guy's probably gonna run past all of the creeps to catch me with his ability. Yeah, he is, because he's some kind of Mongoloid player. Look at this. He doesn't know he's trying to catch a fucking Kenyan over here.
Hitting my stride.
But this is where I really, really regret not buying like a bunch of bracers or something, even if it looks stupid to buy a bunch of bracers on a carry. Just because it's like, I don't know.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna walk into the woods, try to make me the sad Terrorblade. The enemies are running through the woods, by the way. I might get dove under the tower here. I have no mana to sunder. I shouldn't even really be here. This is a pretty bad decision. I guess I'll just kind of chill in the trees, you know? Watch the creeps, some kind of voyeur. Yeah, I wish I could farm that. Oh, that catapult, that one's worth extra gold. Alright, so the enemies have shown themselves though. They're not actually still here.
I run afoul. A crushing skirmish.
How did that guy die to that? Those enemies were sitting on the hill for so long.
On the move. The forest is mine.
I wonder where the enemies went after getting that kill. Okay, I bet. Did they take Ursa's experience? Yes, they did. They took Ursa's experience, which means they're going to be in my lane in like a second. That's kind of an asshole thing to do, where it's like, you just kind of casually take your Ursa's EXP. But if there's one thing I know about Ursa's in matchmaking, is that after they do Rosh, they just run at the safe lane of the Aegis. Very typical Ursa behavior.
Watch them flee.
But OD doesn't take mana, he just takes your intelligence, and then all the mana comes back.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My farm this game is actually worse than it's I think ever been on a Terrorblade, but that's just or I mean I shouldn't say that. My creep kills are worse,
Your
but
bottom
a lot of that
tower
is because I've
under
killed
attack.
heroes, which
Your bottom tower has fallen.
means that my farm isn't actually as bad as my creep kills would suggest. I really wish I got that
The
tower
enemy's
killed out.
middle tower has fallen.
I'm beside myself. A twist of my knife. The wise flee my footfalls.
I can't really do much for that guy.
Demon's handiwork. Cursed be. 'Tis a
That's a Treads Ursa. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen the fabled Treads monster Ursa. Pretty sure I'm just gonna walk mid and farm while this occurs, because I have very little interest in battling the Treads Ursa.
compass.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no.
Cut and run.
Leave me alone, Juggernaut. Pretty sure now I just have that TP top. This fight is not really going well.
Attack.
Shriek when you see me.
Your middle tower is under
Just
attack.
sent me a message, alright, I'm not helping these dudes. The funny thing is that it's like, whenever me and Lumden queue, the allies are always like pretty
Your
questionable,
middle tower is
pretty
under
reliably. This is like the worst inventory I think I've ever seen. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna do this build again. Just because I have Brown Boots, Sange and Yasha, and a Quelling Blade in like 2 empty slots. Like, that's actually so fucking bad for like such a large number of reasons. Like, I almost wish I wouldn't stream a game where I like did a shit build like this, because like I could go into great detail as to why you should never do this, but the most simple way of explaining it is that you look at the inventory and you have a fucking Sange and Yasha, and then like 700 gold worth of items that aren't Sange and Yasha. Like it's not hard to understand why this build might not be optimal, guys. You don't need to be a very good player to realize
Your
that
middle tower is
something
under
is
attack.
awry with this inventory. Like, this is actually such a bad build that I might actually
Your
just,
middle
like,
tower has fallen.
backtrack in order to correct it.
It's not time yet.
Like, I'm tempted to just...
Bacteria carnage you ahead.
whatever.
It's not time yet. Cursed be.
It's actually very rare that I do a build that,
Taking.
like, that I think is so terrible that I will completely backtrack and just accept that it's, like, the worst build I've done ever. But this is definitely it. The reason this is so bad is because I have so many inventory slots on a hero that doesn't really use his inventory slots. And it's like, inventory slots are a resource, so I'm like not really monetizing my inventory slots.
Watch them flee.
And like I'm running around with like decent farm in the early game, but like not many creep kills, and then like 600 HP, which is like really fucking bad. Like I'll even just backtrack for the Aquila, even if I don't. Okay, the magic push is warded, but
Path of darkness. A crushing skirmish.
Shadow Amulet shreds Ursa.
On the move.
Careful, the Shadow Amulet treads Ursa is here. Alright, don't run towards me if you can avoid it. Because yeah, he's gonna run right to me. That's what I like. happy that guy died before he could get to me.
Flee my footfalls.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Heal ahead. Give way. I tear you asunder.
Why does he want to use his slots? Because when you have good farm, and your items like don't reflect having decent or good farm, then it's just as bad as having not good farm.
Watch them flee.
So it's like you win the lane and then you opt into having a build that
Your
makes it
bottom tower
equivalent
is
to
under
losing the
attack.
lane.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I'm kind of worried the Ursa's Shadow Blade is done. No, it's not. Actually, never mind.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
Hope they're okay over there. Since I'm kind of not helping them. Oh god. This guy should auto attack Ursa. It's
The
fine.
enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
Walking tall.
Your top tower is under attack.
Tis a long road.
Your top tower has fallen.
Oh god, I want to help him so little it hurts. But okay, I'll help him anyways, YOLO. Look, I'm contributing. But yeah, I don't know. I immediately regret though doing this build. This is so much weaker than the Terrorblade build that I normally do. That it's like, it's painful to play. Like I feel like I would have a whole completed item of value over this if I did a better build. And that's probably because I would. Like,
Tis a regeneration. Shriek when you see me.
oh boy, I wonder if they see me. I think they do. I guess I'll come split the on me. Nope.
I steal ahead. I tear you asunder. A crushing skirmish. A twist of my knife.
Should I clean this here because he's edgy, Barney? Yeah. He's a demon who's too bad for health, just like me, so makes me feel like a pretty bad dude when I play him.
Path of darkness. Fear he who fears nothing. Crushing skirmish.
I have to kind of be careful with the Shadow Demon poison. It's pretty strong, a lot more so than
Hitting my stride.
sometimes people give it credit for, but to a Terrorblade it's spooky as fuck. Okay, there's actually a lot of dudes here. You can't sap damage from a fucking Kenyan? Okay, he's sapping a lot of damage. Alright, joke's on me, he actually can sap damage from a Kenyan, but there's a very limited amount that he can sap. Yo, I don't know about that battle. Like their whole team is like in the vicinity there. So I'm not gonna help that guy out. Every Terrorblade game is a matter of me not wanting to help people.
Watch them flee.
Pretty sure the enemies are actually just like running at us as opposed to, yeah, they are.
On the move.
It's whatever.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
I steal ahead.
Yeah, Terrorblade. He has Blade in his name. That's how edgy he is.
Give way. Cursed be. Tis a solemn undertaking. I carry carnage. Tempt my blade, why don't you?
Oops.
Now falls the dark
wanted any farm.
Tis a long road. Fear he who fears nothing.
Okay, never mind. The enemies are actually still pushing, so I'm fine.
Meta style. Cut and run.
I can't imagine this fight goes very well without me.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
However, I can get 2 towers, which is an okay trade, I guess.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Hopefully the enemies aren't able to like
Bottom tower has
continue
fallen.
pushing to the racks here. That would be really bad because we've blown. You know, I think that we might be in a bit of an issue here now. The fortify wasted. Can you guys try to buy some
Your
time,
middle
guys?
tower has fallen. Dire's
That fortify is actually what's going to make this decision that I'm doing look bad. I don't think I'm making a bad decision here. I think it's going to end poorly because we wasted a fortify in a really shitty way. Alright, this is like...
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Your middle barracks are under attack.
If we didn't waste the fortify, I would have gotten Arax, and then we would not have lost Arax, but wasting the fortify like that is so fucking costly. Like, that was so shitty,
The
it's
enemy's bottom
really...
barracks have fallen.
My eminence grows. Cursed be foul.
Like, we fortified after the tier 2 fell, but before the enemies were hitting the... Before the enemies were hitting the thing. So it's like...
The crushing sway. A demon's handiwork.
I think it's funny because a lot of the time people are like really liberal about using the fortifies, but I find that like when you're playing against or with like Lycans and Terrorblades and stuff, like fortifies actually matter so much, like how you use them. Also, the Ursa has TP here. I think. Might not have.
Wise flee might was a solemn undertaking. On the move. Cut and run. Inch ish mishkath. Shriek when you see me.
We're actually in super fucking shitty shape, I think.
Like taking my stride.
Ancient Apparition has more item progression than Bristleback,
I run afoul.
and more impactful items than Weaver. That's like not good. He's actually gonna... Yeah, I was about to say, he's just gonna kill the Shadow Demon.
The
Yeah,
enemy's top
he
tower
is.
has been denied.
Well, I mean, everyone, even like not very good players, will time fortifies. It's like so important to time fortifies when you play a hero like Terrorblade or Lycan. But when you're playing against a Terrorblade or Lycan, you have to be really, really smart about how you use your fortifies. Because if you blow a fortify and you're playing up against like a Lycan and you fuck it up and you just like fortify when you don't need to fortify, it's really, really game losing. Like more so than a lot of people, I think, understand.
The keenest of my knife. I tear you asunder. Now you suffer. Be destroyed.
I'm actually gonna run, just because I don't know where any of this guy's teammates are. So he's a spooky dude. Yasha build. I mean, I'm a big advocate of SNY plus Yasha on SNY, or I mean on Terrorblade, just because it's not redundant really in any way, unless you're one of those guys that thinks like the movement speed is redundant. Wow, that 5% movement speed that you don't, or the 6% movement speed that is wasted, such wasted gold.
Watch them flee. Tempt my slave, my legend. Our soul's growth. Tis a solemn undertaking.
That Ursa has had that BKB for like 6 or 7 minutes now, but I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, it doesn't like, doesn't help morale or whatever.
When you fears nothing, because of us. On the move.
Hello.
I tear a carnage, like twist of my knife. I'm not ready like a nerve. I tear unstoppable, wicked, double kill. A demon's handiwork. I will get in my stride. Not yet. Conjuration. Tis a solemn
Uh-oh.
undertaking.
That's not good.
Fool's gold. Athwart my path.
I wonder what the enemies push here, since they're just walking down mid. Is it the throne?
Cursed be.
Might be the throne, guys. Are they realizing now that we have tier 2s up?
Cut and run. Fear he who fears nothing. It's not time yet.
Oh, they're actually just pushing our fucking throne.
Your
Boy,
middle
that-
tower
that's
is
a
under
problem.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Path of darkness. I will hurt you. I steal ahead. Give way. 'Tis a long road. The wise flee my threats. Fair exchange. I tear you asunder.
Can you rate the icons on your skills out of 10? I don't think they're edgy enough for a super edgy hero like Terrorblade. Sunder's pretty edgy though. I'll say that. Actually, I suppose Reflection is kind of edgy too, but I don't think that Metamorph and Conjure Image are nearly edgy enough for Terrorblade. Like, I expected more out of Valve, and they really let me down.
The twist of my knife.
My gaze is the measure of all things. Out of my way.
I will not be stopped.
I will not be stopped. The wise flee my footfalls.
Steal ahead.
I steal ahead.
A demon's handiwork. 'Tis a soul.
Oh, get me out of here! I don't want to be here! I don't want to be here! Kenyan speed! Kenyan speed! Kenyan speed! What are you doing, Weaver? I'm not fighting here. I'm actually just running.
I'm not ready. Give way. Cursed be. Watch them flee.
Cursed be, the wise flee my footfalls.
Twist of a knife.
Twist of a knife.
Crushing skirmish.
A crushing skirmish.
When you see
Shriek when you see me! See how edgy that is? Holy shit. The path of darkness! Yeah, Jesus. What a bad fucking dude. I see why hell... Terror and Carnage? My god, I see why hell couldn't hold this bad demon dude. Alright, so much for scouting. Oh, the illusion guys.
invisibility is a long road. The wise flee my footfalls.
The wise flee my footfalls.
Tis a solemn undertaking.
Don't fight outside of the base, and make sure you have a buyout, and then they can't actually end with this Aegis, and we'll win.
Give way.
The only way that I see us losing this is if either I get killed, or my whole team gets killed. Neither of which strikes me as being too likely.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Okay, they're fighting outside of the base. Or they're standing outside of the base in a really awkward position that has a very high chance of them dying, but it looks like the enemies have fallen back. But what they're doing here, very dumb. Very dumb place to stand.
Terror comes. Do they hide?
That's actually not the worst Juggernaut item build I've seen. That one's okay.
Casafras. Be destroyed. The path of darkness. Watch it. The silent blows. Tempt my blade, why don't you? Crushing skirmish is good.
Oh, you don't want to fight that.
Fear he who fears nothing. On the move.
Holy shit, this Weaver is manly as fuck.
Your fire will hurt you. Cursed be. I carry carnage. Hitting my stride. Power corrupts. But I was already corrupt.
Oh, is the Shadowblade Ursa trying to fucking go ham on me?
Watch them flee.
That Shadowblade Ursa just gave up on fighting the illusion.
Strike a nerve. Cut and run.
Aha, I got more where that came from. A terror and carnage. 'Tis a long road. The wise flee my footfalls. Lost life. A fouled coin.
Athwart my path.
Athwart my path. Jesus Christ, this fucking hero.
It's not time yet.
Guys, what do you think Terrorblade's favorite band is? I bet it's like some kind of like death metal or something, you know?
Fear he who fears nothing.
Fear he who fears nothing. Ho 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 ho.
Watch them flee.
Watch them flee.
Twist of my knife.
Twist of my knife.
'Tis a long road. I tear you asunder.
I tear you asunder.
A crushing skirmish.
Probably K-pop. I don't think it's K-pop, man. Avenged Sevenfold, well, that's likely. I would believe
Your
that
top
one.
tower is under attack.
Terrorblade doesn't seem like a K-pop dude to me.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm gonna TP in. Oh my god, did Weaver just not... Okay, whatever. Nice, we killed one with the Aegis.
Conjuration comes for you. Almost growth.
Almost Grove. I don't even know what some of this shit the Terrorblade says actually means. Almost Grove. I'm pretty sure that's like demon language, you know? Yes, the more he pings, it doesn't make me more inclined to try to go and help him.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Athwart my path. I'm not ready. What a handsome devil.
I like how there are multiple demon heroes that use the "what a handsome devil" line. I can appreciate the effort that Valve clearly put in to that. The nice thing about getting that tower is that now I have enough reliable gold for buyout, which means I can continue progressing in items without being afraid of not having a buyout, because I can just spend my unreliable gold on items and then...
Why don't you? A demon's handiwork. Give way.
I wonder how bad this SD is going to get fucked up by illusions. Pretty bad. Oh yeah. Is he dead? Oh yeah, he's actually dead.
Monster kill.
This axe is like by far... I don't want to like be a huge dick, but this axe is so bad about checking for items that he legitimately like shouldn't actually tell anyone about items that have come out. Because it's like I half expect this guy to be like, alright, Battle Fury on Jug. It's like, dude, do you know how long some of these items have actually been out? Like, it's almost like getting to the point where it's actually a little embarrassing. I don't know. It's like, thanks for the pro tipperoonies about item progression on the enemy team, but some of these items have been in play for like the last, like, legitimately like more than 10 minutes. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's useful to call out like items, but it's like, it's not useful to call out items like when they've been in play for like a super fucking long time or whatever. You blocked him from dunking? Yeah, man, but I got the kill. KDR. Arr. You guys should all be there to delay. We can fight. Like, that's actually just 3 heroes. We should just have gone on it, but it's okay. I should have said something like, attack them.
Strike a nerve. I wise clean my footfalls.
Always want to choose up health intervals small. I think it's more functional. Okay, I'm just gonna fuck with the axe a little bit. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Undertaking. I'm not ready. Cut and run. I tear you asunder. A demon's handiwork. Regeneration. I carry carnage. It's not time yet. A crushing smash. Give way. Hitting my stride. A crushing smash.
Holy shit, the one Juggernaut is fucking raping my team, guys. It becomes really hard to split push when this shit happens, I swear. Alright guys, there's one enemy in our base and he is literally the only opponent. How do you split push when you can make 4 enemies go back to their base and then it only takes 1 to totally fuck everybody up? Oh well. The challenge, guys. I have a buyout, so it's not a huge deal, but I should have just backed away there. I don't know. That was a really, really bad decision on my part. I think both of my deaths this game are very preventable, like questionable deaths, but something about the Juggernaut walking into my base and fucking murdering 2 heroes in a 1v4. I wanted to test my metal, guys. I wanted to see if I could kill 2 enemies in a 1v4. I only got one. I suck. I guess I'll uninstall. What do you think about Mask of Madness terribly for farming? It's okay if you're behind, because if you're behind, then you're not going to be able to itemize out of the fact that you're going to die when enemies attack you. So you're just going to, like, if you have like 606 HP in a Mask of Madness, you're just going to die incredibly. What the fuck, dude? Alright, we're good. I have a buyout, guys, but I'm not going to use it. We have to delay. It's not about the fact that if I buy out, I'm going to stagnate in items here. It's the fact that if I buy out, then I won't have a buyout for a team fight. Okay, snotting this guy is not actually effective at this point in the game, but I mean, it's actually, I don't know, it's 50-50. If he's on top of the ice vortex, it's effective. If he's not, then it's really ineffective.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Also, I suppose if you have 3 or more people chasing the Razor, then it is effective, but the Razor Purge is, like, pretty fucking good against abilities like Bristleback Snot. To be honest, I think that at this stage in the game, when the Juggernaut only builds damage items, I think it's actually... Oh god. Oh, never mind, that was the Juggernaut buyout. I think that actually the refresher on the Juggernaut isn't really that bad. I don't even think the Juggernaut's items this game are bad, to be honest. I think he's done a pretty decent job of itemizing. Because his ultimate pretty much guarantees him a kill on like a core hero, and refresher is still like a 40 damage item. If they don't give that to the Juggernaut, then it's pretty fucking bad for them. But if they give it to the Juggernaut, like they haven't actually picked up the Aegis yet, which I think suggests that, alright, they give it to Ursa, that's not good for them. Like, I think it's so important they gave that to the Jug who bought out. I'm in a really questionable spot on the map now, though, because if the enemies know I'm here, for whatever reason, like maybe an odd ward placement or something, then I'm just backing out. Now the enemies are in a really weird spot. Like, that Jug buyout was not a very good buyout. It's the only time that the Juggernaut has died this game, I suppose, to his credit, but...
I tear you asunder. Athwart my path. On the move. Shriek when you see me. I run afoul. Dark commerce. On the move. I will hurt you. A twist of my knife. I steal ahead. Conjuration. Athwart my path. Watch them flee.
I don't actually have my Manta right now because I just used it to farm the woods. But Lumen's shooting the ultimate down, so I'm actually gonna go and fuck this guy up. This guy has an Aegis though, so I have to kind of run.
A crushing skirmish. Hitting my stride. Fears nothing my footfalls. I'm not ready. Butterfly.
This is where the enemies try to hit our throne. We have to fight. Go attack. Attack them. Go, go.
Your middle tower is falling.
That's cheese. I wonder if that's game losing. Might be. Yo, you have to eat this ult. You have to eat this ult axe. That was almost really bad. Yeah, we lose.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Very anticlimactic end to the game, though.
Your dire victory.
To the hell of hell.
I think that what happened there was the enemy team had a lot more farm than the people on our team. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone on the enemy team had like, all of their cores had 400 to 550 gold per minute, and then all of our core heroes had like 250 gold per minute, which is, which is a pretty big disparity. Like, I mean, I'm putting it pretty mildly. Lumden has said in private messages, he said, dude, look at how fucking sad I was in the well the majority of the game and managed to nearly outfarm our cores. Or managed to stay equal relevance to them. Which is, I mean, that's one way to put it. I'm actually, like, I'm actually not too upset, though, by that game. Like, I feel like I played the start of that pretty dumb, in the sense that it's like I didn't do my usual bracer shenanigans, so I didn't actually have the power to reflect my farm. So I don't think I played that well enough to actually complain. I think if I would have played that, like, pretty well, that we actually would have won that game. But that is, like, that was a very, very anticlimactic end to the game, where the enemy team just actually walks at our base and then win. Meh. Oh boy. It's whatever though. I'm not. Oops. I'm not too upset by that. I feel bad for recognizing that. Wow, you watch Japanese cartoons? Are you some kind of fucking child? Why is chat full of anime degenerates? I don't know. I don't know what it is about this stream that attracts Japanese pedophiles. It could be anything. I don't know. Chat is full of gays and fedoras. Yeah, typical anime watchers, right? Should I post Dota porn? I don't know, man. I mean, that goes against Twitch TV rules, and if I advocate for anything like that, then we both get banned forever for being a Dota porn poster. You disgusting, disgusting subhuman. Not in my chat. Don't you break the rules around here. But in all seriousness, I mean, I've been warned before. You can't advocate for, like, breaking the rules or whatever of Twitch TV. Those strict rules. Is everybody mid good anymore? I don't really think it's as good. For the same reason that I like in matchmaking, I think Terrorblade used to be like free wins because you could just rape the offlaner and protect your support really hard. But I don't think that I don't think that's like the case anymore. And like with mid Terrorblade now, you lack, like, you have to itemize differently, so it's less game winning, whereas before I think it was like free wins. Also, your reflection isn't as good in the early game. Wow, this guy's a stand-in. Must be pretty good. You don't just ask people to stand in if they're not.
All pick.
I've been banned from this chat twice. Once for posting a pic of OD jerking himself off, and another of Alchemist wearing Waifu Runner as a condom. I feel like it must have been really shit taste, maybe? Like, poorly done? Oh god, that fucking album, the Raw Chicken album that you linked, the first comic in the Those Comics section is actually like really fucking funny, I think. It's quite racist, but it's actually very funny. At least to me, I don't know. That can't be. It's not against Twitch rules either, so I suppose you can link it. Yeah, somebody linked it. There we go. That's actually awful. That's pretty.
Where goes my eye, goes my arrow.
Stop playing Invincible Heroes. Man, I need the crutch. Like, I know that Clinks is literally unkillable, so I figure I'll pick Clinks because how do you kill a hero that you cannot target possibly?
Yes.
You have to, like, pretty much be a fucking cheater to attack a Clinks. I'll be right back.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Alright, I'm back. I swear this was called Invincible when you can see it.
Straight as an arrow.
The battle begins.
Alright, Brown's in an interesting position on the map. I wonder how this is going to end for him. Is he going to give everyone the sick jukes, or is he just going to get walked to death? Looks like he's just kind of getting walked to death. I'm just looking at the mini-map, but I don't see any way that Disruptor actually lives here. Yeah, he's just been walked to death.
First blood. Come on, update.
It's always really disheartening to see a mid player that doesn't block the creeps and then gets rewarded for it. But I suppose that no better way to play a Pudge game other than starting the game with first blood, right guys?
None quicker.
A lot of the time on Clinks I would actually like just hold the skill. Oh fuck, that was bad. But I would hold the skill point and then most likely get like skeleton walk. But if I'm in like a safe lane position, as soon as I see the ogre, I know that I'm not gonna die. Okay, this is actually really bad though so far.
Goes my bones. Yes.
Holy shit. I haven't played much safe lane Clinks, but I played it a few times, so there's really no excuse to miss all this, yes. Clinks' animation is like really, really bad because of how long the windup is, just like Drow's, but still. Doesn't make a good excuse. An important thing on Clinks is that you don't just shoot searing arrows to CS when you don't need to, as I shoot a searing arrow to CS, 2 searing arrows to CS, but it varies in importance, I think.
I swear it.
41 base damage in a bad animation doesn't really excuse missing creeps though when there's no fucking enemy hero at the creep line. Something about you should be able to get the CS pretty reliably when there's no enemy contesting you. A lot of the time I would also get strafe at level 3, like the toy soldier Clinks, but like there I didn't need to use the searing arrow, and I'm not like near full mana, so it's actually just a total waste. But here I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill the offlaner. I'm actually using the searing arrow a lot now to CS, just because I'm like not wanting to miss any more CS that should be guaranteed.
I like to battle. Straight as an arrow.
Like there, it's not actually bad to miss the farm because I'm just shooting the offlaner, and it's like the reality is that when you play a hero with an orb, like a Clinks, a Huskar, or a Viper, there are instances like that where it's like you can help your support to zone the offlaner by just shooting him a few times. It's actually pretty fucking useful.
Better to run than curse the road.
It blows me away that there was an era where people wouldn't get like strafe on Clinks until like level 10. I think that's so fucking bad. But I do think that one of the only good Clinks players is that toy soldier guy who doesn't even play Dota anymore. So I need to take up the mantle or something, even though that guy didn't really play safe lane Clinks that often.
None quicker. Yes.
Okay, that was maybe a waste of strafe, but not a huge deal.
Fly true.
I saw Loomden run up and I was like, it's happening.
Firing. Hellfire. Clink goes my bones.
Alright. That happened.
It's time.
Don't know how to feel about that. I don't feel like I earned that kill, guys, but I got it. That guy is fucking Deadzo McDeadzo. Dunzo McDunzo, as Mott would say, right? That Neo Dota caster. That's one of my favorite phrases that I've heard from like a caster, because it's like you hear phrases like hanging and banging and rattling your saber, and it's like they actually sound like kind of like legitimate like sports
Your middle tower
like
is under attack.
phrases or something. But holy fuck, calling somebody like Dunzo McDunzo is like it's so ridiculous that it's like I don't know how to feel about it, but I like it, you know?
I swear.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Pudge is doing the Pudge thing where he just completely abandons farming his lane, like super early, in favor of just walking at the enemy safe lane and then dying.
Your bottom tower is under
Which I don't think is the optimal way of playing any mid-hero, but Pudges in general seem to like that style of play. I also don't think Medallion on like a safe lane Clinks or safe lane core is really that great, but I'm gonna practice my ranked matchmaking safe lane Clinks, which is where I'm just going to buy items that don't even scale into the mid or late game as a safe lane carry, because in ranked matchmaking the games never last long enough for non-scaling items to be an issue at all. So I'm just gonna buy the clowny medallion or whatever, because it's like it doesn't matter if the item, you know, if it doesn't scale in the late game, because people have no fucking idea how to play when they're behind in ranked matchmaking. So it's like if you get ahead early, you just kind of win.
None quicker. A light to guide my way.
Oops.
A light.
Oh, Loomden's looking pretty. Not Loomden, actually. Pudge's looking pretty dead.
Point the way.
Ward, please. Yeah, that was definitely the fault of lack of vision, obviously. This Pudge looks like the kind of guy that doesn't make mistakes. In fact, I'm going to buy another Wraith Band, because what does it matter, right, guys? Rumming supports Dire. Rumming supports. My least favorite kind of support to play against, guys, the ones that rum.
Yes.
that must be pretty annoying for that guy. The only thing more annoying than the rumming supports is the rimming ones. Nothing is more annoying than when I'm trying to farm and some enemy support just comes up and licks my asshole or something. Fucking rimming supports make me so mad sometimes. Oops, I just completely... Never mind. I'm good here. Clearly a stand-in for a high-profile team. Yeah. With gameplay like this, I would expect nothing less than perhaps a Navi stand-in.
Yes. Hot damn.
So the value points for Strafe and Skeleton Walk are both 2 and 2 respectively, because the Strafe gets a lot out of levels, I think, almost more than Skeleton Walk, because Skeleton Walk just increases your movement speed, which is just good for like the duration of the movement speed, which is just good for like consuming less mana, more or less. Whereas Strafe gets a higher duration and reduced cooldown. But the reason that the second point in Skeleton Walk is like a really nice value point is because when the invis lasts longer than its duration, you have like a bigger window for which to like... I was gonna comment on something else, but I'll comment on it in a second. But you have a bigger window to invis. Like if your invis only lasts as long as its duration, then you have to re-invis if you want to say invis 100% of the time. You have a very small window to do it, which means that it's way less. What is the word I'm looking for here? Like subtle. You don't have as much leeway. And then Strafe just gets a lot better at the second level because going from 4 seconds to 6 seconds is really important when people are man fighting you. So what Lumden is doing here is the Pudge player is doing that typical Pudge player thing where he just like abandons mid lane and completely neglects farming in favor of like ganking from like the 6-minute mark onward. Which I always joke that Pudges do that, but this guy literally just abandoned his lane 6 minutes in to start roaming. Which is, I think, not a very good way to play. Because essentially he's transitioning from being a mid player into being like a powerful support. Which is, I think, somewhat iffy.
Yes.
I'm gonna do my super science Clinks build, I think, before I start moving around this game.
Straight.
But I'm gonna get the tier 1 tower in this lane down, I think, before I start moving around the map.
Yes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
None quicker. The moving lands.
The tower isn't deniable. I'm gonna leave it that way.
Straight as an arrow.
Why is he pinging the Leshrac that has 20 HP and no mana as though it's somehow his fault? This fucking Leshrac!
Attack. Shot dead.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Set it. Yes.
Fucking Christ, Ogre has lots of armor.
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Burn. In trade. Life in return.
Your middle tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, so I got the tower down, so it's getting really near the point where I just want to kind of move about the map.
Light my way.
I wonder if the enemy Invoker is running to get the illusion rune, guys. I feel like in lower level games people overvalue runes so much that you never fucking know if people are just gonna start bolting to get an illusion rune that is not actually valuable to them.
Set you alight. I like to battle. The moving lands.
I don't know why you're pinging the courier, champ. Just buying an item with it. It's a good use of the courier's time, I think.
Better to run than curse the road.
I bet Pudge wants to buy an item. No, he doesn't. He just wants to sit in the fucking trees.
Fire my arrow.
This is kind of a problem because now I want to do something similar to what the Pudge is doing, which is like I want to move around the map. But the difference is I have a lot of fucking items and I'm a Clinks. And the Pudge has brown boots and a bottle and an urn, and he's a Pudge. But if I want to start moving around the map or whatever, that's why, because I can literally two-shot enemy supports like that. The Pudge keeps like moving around and then coming back to mid, which sort of makes it difficult, I think, for someone like Lumden to know what he needs to do, because I wasn't looking at my hero there, but I knew when I got gone on, and I was just spamming the skeleton off, but I was chain stunned, so I couldn't do anything. But the enemy supports are like really, really easy to kill. I want to start moving around the map and just trying to kill them. Even the Invoker is not that difficult to kill. He's smart enough to have detection though. The enemy supports are not. But there I was being way too like, I don't want to say any kind of anti-Semitic comment or whatever like I usually would, but I was being way too frugal about my mana. You can actually invis before your TP is complete on clicks. And that frugality is what killed me there. Fucking Christ, no crit, whatever. Oh, that is so loud. My ears, oh god. Every day, it's the same fucking guy. You were being niggardly? Yeah, that's a good word for it. That's not a racial term. Okay, so that's not the guy I can kill. This guy is, the Lina is, even the Legion Commander is pretty killable.
Light my way.
Where's this guy going, I wonder?
Indeed.
Into the fucking grave is where he's going!
I like to battle.
Alright.
I give the gift of death. Where to?
Fresh mate.
Oh, an Invis Lina,
Your
certainly
bottom
not
tower is
killable.
under attack.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I actually think that unless you're going like a Soul Ring, in which case Soul Ring is good on Clink's. Like, I think Soul Ring's actually a decent Clink's side to be honest, but it sets back some of your other items a lot, of course. But I think that unless you're going Soul Ring, like treads are actually not that high value. I'm gonna run away because I don't know where the Lina went. Alright, she's still bottom.
Where to? Point the way.
Chainmail, huh? Okay.
Yes.
What is he even buying with the chainmail, I wonder? Okay.
I like to battle.
My disappointment has reached critical levels.
Straight as an arrow. Your life is
Oh my god, this Pudge player is
my way.
not the greatest at his hero for the game.
Dire's structures are fortified. The enemy's
Let's see if
top
I can kill the
tower
Lina
has
here.
fallen.
Looks like not a very difficult kill.
I swear.
Oh yeah, she was not a hard kill.
Your middle
Something is
tower
just so
under
satisfying about two-shotting supports.
Clink goes my bones. Certainly. Notched and ready.
I bet she has detection now. No, she actually doesn't. Okay. Do you guys think I'll be able to do it again? Do you think somebody falls for the same thing 3 times? Let's see. I wonder if she'll let me do it again. I bet she will.
Certainly.
Wonder where she went. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna let me kill her again, guys. Looks like one of those kind of players, you know? I'm dusted, but there's still no point in breaking in this. Like, it's even when you get dusted on Clinks, if you max Skeleton Walk, the movement speed that it gives you is such that... I'm actually really not a fan of Medallion on any core hero, like to a really large extent, but I think it's okay in like ranked matchmaking and matchmaking because people don't know what to do when they're like behind. They have no fucking idea what to do. So like they die a couple times and they don't know what they're supposed to do on the map or whatever. They don't have any concept of how to move around and shit like that. So it's like they just kind of lose. Like when you can 2 and 3 shot supports for a long time, supports that are not that great are just gonna let you 2 and 3 shot them and then they'll get behind and they'll never know how to get back in the game.
I swear it. I like to battle. Yes.
That guy is actually really scary.
Better to run than curse the road. Light my way. Yes.
Ah! This is so fun. Holy shit.
Double damage.
Alright, let's go. Let's see if I can get another one, guys. Wait for it. This guy's actually a really tough target, but
Where to?
it all depends on how he positions. I could have killed the crow there, but then I give up the ability to get an actual kill.
Yes. Yes.
Like a dolphin party? I mean, that's a fake laugh. I didn't find it to be as amusing as the laugh would have suggested. But I definitely thought... Like, I don't know. I have so much more fun playing Clinks in any position than I do playing like a fucking Carabine.
My flesh consumed. Straight as an arrow. Clink goes my bones. Yes.
Oh god, I feel... Wait, is it just the supports? No. I'm dead. I knew that would be a really bad idea though. Like as a Clinks, you don't want to like go and try to kill like the support players when there are like 5 enemies standing at the tower and one is Alina and you have no BKB. But as soon as the Juggernaut like ran in and started omniing, at that point it's like he's committed to it. So if I don't commit to it, then I basically bait him into dying like a retard. The enemy Invoker is actually keeping pace with me reasonably well, though. Holy fuck, I'm dead for so long. This is a really shitty death.
Better to run than curse the road.
Fuck, man, I clicked out of their stream, but I didn't load in time when I was dead. I wanted to see the 9-year-old stream Call of Duty.
Let's fly.
What was on the core here? A single TP from Pudge. Excellent.
None quicker.
Guys, I'm not going to be at that fight. A word of warning.
Straight as an arrow. Yes.
In all seriousness, I can't really fault the Pudge for using the core to get a single TP. You could be like, oh, you know, you should maybe have 2 TPs in your inventory or whatever, but that's actually not really the case.
Where to?
It's actually a completely acceptable use of the core here.
I like to battle. Light my way.
Alright, so I don't know where the enemies went after they did mid. So it's like, trying to find a solo kill here is actually super dangerous, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because you don't play Clinks to play like a disciplined player. You'd pick this hero to be a fucking clown.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Yes,
They just finished Rosh, so the odds of they're nearby, kind of high.
indeed.
Where did she go? Did she run up this way? What happened? I'm confused now.
Better to
Did I get
run
uked?
than curse the road. I swear it.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Straight
I don't actually know where the entire enemy team is too, which is pretty scary. Because I have to be able to check on the enemies like every couple of seconds in order to know whether or not they have detection.
Immolation. Yes,
Yeah, Gem Invoker.
yes.
Well, it's actually not too bad for me, because it just means that I just have to stay away from the Invoker really hard.
Better to run than curse the road. Think.
These guys seem to be positioning... Oh god, there's an Invoker on the low ground.
Indeed.
Care. This guy has to be South American, because South Americans are the only people that say Gemma. I'm gonna look him up, guys. Let's find out. Every time I see someone say Gemma, it's a South American. Yep, he's South American. What do you know?
Yes. Where to?
There's actually no gem on the Legion. You realize there's actually no gem on the Legion Commander. It's on Invoker.
Certainly.
Gemma!
I fire my arrow.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Light my way.
We're actually in a bit of... We're like backed up into a bit of a corner here, though.
Your middle tower
Because
is under attack.
I have no BKB, so it doesn't even matter like how ahead I am in terms of farm, because I have no BKB, so I can't actually fight the enemy team when they 5-man. And heroes like Clinks, Riki, and those type of heroes, they actually force a lot of 5-manning to occur. Oh god. Oh whatever, we're fine.
Your middle tower has been denied.
And if you force the enemy team to 5-man, but you have no ability to respond to their 5-manning, then yeah.
Straight as an arrow. I swear it. Think goes my bones.
Someone should come to farm that, so... Or not even to necessarily farm it, but to defend it, right? Nobody just lets their two... There we go. Well, that's what I was hoping for. But I'm going to fall back now because I don't know where the Invoker is, and if I hang around there too long, then I'm going to get punished for it.
Yes.
But I'll have a BKB soon, and then I can actually fight the enemy team.
Where to? Fight the way. Yes. Illusion. I like to battle.
Yeah, so the Invoker is bottom. I was going to check to see if he was there with the illusion, but...
Light my way. Indeed. Better to run than curse the road. Fight the way.
There's someone who farmed those 2 camps in the last 30 seconds, but I think that it was the Legion Commander who was mid, so there's actually no kill.
Yes.
That's part of the map for me. The Invoker has kept up with me in terms of farm pretty nicely, but the reason that it's actually like pretty... Like I would say that he's in a better position to fight than me right now, because his supports, it doesn't matter if they're only level 10 and 11, they can totally fuck me up because I have no BKB, whereas the Invoker isn't as threatened by like our mid hero, for instance.
Better to run than curse the road.
Again, I see the Invoker, and he's the guy that has the gem, and the enemy supports have only had like reactive detection like dust and useless shit like that. Someone farmed that 20 seconds ago and then ran again. Seems to be a common theme. They farm like 1 camp and then run. Still no form of detection at all on the Disruptor. I'm going to see if I can catch him in the woods without the Invoker though, because it looked like he was moving upward. This is a really common place for people to put a sentry though. Oh fuck! The Invoker is here. Alright, well I'm dead. That was a lot of enemy heroes, but I saw the Forge Spirits bottom.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Purified. Invisibility.
Yeah, the Legion Commander just sort of ran, moved in down under the building. Oh no.
Tower is under attack.
Oh no, Lich. Oh thank god, fucking Pudge over here. Saving Private Pudge.
Your
Or
middle
saving
tower
Private
is
Lich,
under
I suppose.
Once again, I
This is probably where I go and just complete a BKB before I...
battle is already loose.
before I try to contribute.
Yes. Yes. Indeed. Yes. None quicker.
Even with a BKB though, if I run up a hill into the Gem Invoker, I'm actually still gonna die.
Sights. I swear it.
And I didn't get to click the Disruptor there, I was too slow. But being able to click the Disruptor to know whether or not that guy had
Your top tower is
additional
under attack.
detection would have been pretty helpful. Oh boy. Man, if I didn't get dueled there, like winning the duel, pretty nice, but killing the Invoker would have been really fucking nice too.
None quicker. An arrow lights my way.
Can you explain the phase boosts? Alright, I think that treads are really only better on Clinks. One, if you're really, really decent about tread toggling. And I think I tread toggle really nice when I play Clinks. And then two, if you get a soul ring, because when you have a soul ring, tread toggling is like even more valuable. But like, and what I mean by you have to be like really solid at the tread toggles is like you have to like skeleton walk on int and then tread toggle to agility, which isn't actually that hard, I think. But in general, I think phase boost is more valuable because it's just way more DPS. Because you get 130 bonus attack speed from Strafe. Also the only good Clinks player that has ever existed in Dota 2. The Toy Soldier used to go phase boots the majority of the time. Or basically every single game. I actually started respecting the Toy Soldier Clinks a lot when I realized that he did some things that no one else would do. Like when Toy Soldier was behind on Clinks, he would go 2-4-2 stats, so he would get Strafe to 2 and Skeleton Walk to 2, and then actually max stats, which I think is so like when you see someone do something like that, it means like they actually have a really decent level of decision making. Because the only thing that like level 2 Strafe and level 2 Skeleton Walk are definitely the value points for the spells, and then like beyond that, sure the spells get better, but +8 to stats if you're behind is actually like just more valuable, I think. Because when you're on top of somebody trying to strafe them down, it's like when you get beyond a certain point, it's like it doesn't really matter. But as soon as I saw him do that in one of his replays, I was like, okay, this guy is actually pretty smart about how he plays the hero. Also, Toy Soldier would never, ever, ever just go Orchid with like no damage. And I think that was also pretty smart too, because the problem I have with the Orchid builds, where you just kind of like rush an Orchid, is that people just run away from you in a completely straight line, and then you won't kill them, because the Orchid doesn't just give you enough damage output to kill someone that just fucking runs away from you. And Toy Soldier would always go like phase boots and small crit before Orchid, and then I saw that and I was like, alright, yeah, this guy actually knows what he's doing.
Roshan has fallen to the dice.
Pudge. Oh, Pudge.
Yes.
LOL, XD, I suck, XDDD.
None quicker.
But but like the fact that he would go 2-4-2 stats, and also the fact that he would never just do like the Orchid Rush build, I was like, you know what, this guy is actually like really good at what he does.
Yes.
Clink's split push is actually really strong, so these enemies aren't going to be able to get as much out of the Rosh fight as maybe they want.
Haste. An arrow lights my way.
Dire structures are fortified.
Holy shit, this guy's fucking Kenyan. Oh, that Yules. Do you have detection? Do you have detection? Just run, just run.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh man, I bet I'm getting fucking
Radiant
invoked
structures
upon.
are fortified.
How is this guy still hitting our fucking base though?
Your middle tower
Yo, can you
is
just
under
go
attack.
stop that? Like, that's literally the only hero at our base, and me and Leshrak are the only ones of us that are not defending. I think Lumen's pretty mad. I don't understand why Lumen gets so upset about this shit. Like, it's the same thing every single game. Like, he shouldn't have expectations of the Pudge that, like, runs around the map at, like, minute 6. Like, what the fuck, Lumen? You know that this guy is gonna be, like,
Light my
every other
way.
Pudge player. The fact, though, that this Invoker has been able to hold on to that gem for so fucking long really, really inhibits what I'm able to do on the map. Yo, don't block the stack if you can avoid it. Pretty sure he just blocked my stack. It's whatever, though.
Not still ready. On target. Indeed.
No, I actually didn't know that, Average Contrarian. If you have any kind of, like, link to the Dota 2 wiki, then, or, like, an article or something on that I could read more, that would actually be pretty fucking useful to me, not gonna lie. Hey guys, can we kill the Gem Invoker? He's really making it difficult for me to do Clink's things.
Straight as an arrow.
aware there's a gem on the ground.
Better to run than
Alright, well that makes my job a lot easier now.
blink dagger.
Epic chat clear. Thanks a lot, you fucking assholes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I read it though, but that's actually really helpful to know, average contrarian. And no, I did not know that.
Better to run than curse the road. I swear it.
Okay, not the Aquila? No.
An arrow through. Indeed.
Even if the medallion is worth slightly more in terms of like the item value, I value the what's it called more highly anyways.
I'm not ready. Light my way. Yes.
Boy, my desire to fight this battle. Alright, whatever. Oh, so nasty that invis. The baller. Yes, there is indeed Alina there. I'm aware. Yeah, it looked like that's the direction that she went.
Point the way.
Oh wow, okay. Damn it, Pudge. Maybe you should have kept pinging her. It would have alerted me more precisely.
Great fight.
Yeah, dude.
Better to burn out than fade away.
Yep, that's me. That's here. Let's caution ping ourselves. All right, I'm actually.
Light my way.
I'll copy and paste what you just said, average contrarian. Or I'll copy rather. I don't need to paste it to anyone. Thank you. I appreciate that though. That's the kind of like Twitch TV viewer pro tip that I actually do value. Where it's like, thoughts on Blink Terrorblade? I think Blink on Terrorblade is really good, but the problem is that other items on Terrorblade are also good. But Terrorblade has the issue where you can't solo kill anybody unless you have a Blink Dagger.
Better to
And not being able to solo queue heroes, or solo kill heroes is not that good for like solo queue. I have to run now because there's a Legion Commander beelining towards me. But no, yeah, Blink on Terrorblade is actually really good. Yep, that's me.
where to.
How many fedoras do you own? I don't actually own a fedora, which is unfortunate because you watch all these YouTube videos of these people talking about their fedora flips and how much the bitches love them. And I don't even have a fedora to fedora flip with. It's pretty, like, why even live, you know?
Firing. I'm not ready.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your top tower.
How am I supposed to
has
impress
fallen.
women if I can't perform a fedora flip?
Lie true. Fire my arrow.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Let's fly.
Nice BKB. Yeah, that was not a good BKB use or whatever. Because I should, if I wanted to use the BKB to kill like one guy, I should have done it immediately instead of hesitating.
Swear it.
Your
Should I let the
bottom
ogre stun
tower
me?
has fallen.
Time to lose team fights? No, time to just not fight a team fight.
Better to run than curse the road. Death in trade, life in return.
Well, that's not good.
Let's fly. An arrow true.
One thing about Clinks when you autocast Searing Arrows and you use Strafe is I describe it as the StarCraft 2 Banshee problem, where you waste shots, which is something that if you had micro Banshees in StarCraft 2, they would do the same thing. Where they like a unit is already dead, but the projectiles take long enough to get there. I actually can't defend it. I can't defend this when you guys are all dead.
Yes.
Your middle barracks has fallen.
Do we just lose the game now? I wonder. Alright guys, some things went wrong. Okay.
Your bottom tower has fallen. Your bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Oh, I think that might just be an audio delay. There's no button spam while dueled. I was just spamming the BKB and trying to Orchid. All I can do during the duel is just make sure that I have Searing Arrow on auto cast, and then that's about it.
To the dire.
Immortality.
I wonder, do I go Hex and try to blink Hex the Invoker or the Legion Commander, or do I go fucking Rapier, guys? Buy out? No point in buying out. I'll need to probably die and then buy out in the fight that is coming up. Potentially T-Nice is throwing. I think that what caused us to get Rax there was the fact that we lost our mid and off laner over here, and they didn't have buyout. And then the Legion Commander just ran into the base and dueled the Leshrac, so it's like all of a sudden you're in a position where it's really fucking hard to do anything.
Has fallen.
My bones are long alloyed to hellfire.
Sure hope the enemies don't just walk into the base and kill me. I think that's what Legion Commander is trying to do here. Alright, so that's not good. Well, there's a very limited amount that I can accomplish now. Oh no!
Your top tower is under attack.
Oh, are we fucking dead? The Juggernaut just Omni Slashed. I don't know how much I can do for him here. Oh no. Alright, well that's really bad. Oh yeah. This might be actually game ending. I mean, I don't know what I do now alone.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Indeed.
I mean, we're just gonna get fucking throned.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's Rapier time, guys. Except we're not gonna have fucking a base.
Divine rapier.
So fucking Dark Taco, such a cyberbully.
Your top barracks has fallen.
Alright guys, let's do this. We can do it. I believe in us. It's our time.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Alright guys, didn't work. I think we lose.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Your ancient is under attack. Dire victory.
Wow, that game was a challenge.
This will do nicely.
Budapest had a dick shoved up his anus. Thanks, Dark Falco. That's a good post-game analysis. If you should consider casting. Alright, let's do another. Alright, I'm gonna play one more, and I'm gonna play my favorite... Okay, no. I shouldn't say my favorite hero. My favorite hero right now is probably Gyrocopter. It used to be Naix, but now it's Gyro because I don't think Naix is really that good against some of the most popular heroes right now. It's also not a really good ranked matchmaking hero, in my opinion. It's a good stack matchmaking hero still. But I think Gyrocopter is like a really solid hero. But my favorite hero to play is Alchemist, and really always has been. But I don't think Alchemist is actually a very good hero. I don't think Gyrocopter is bad at all. I think Gyrocopter is like really, really solid. It's like a ranged hero with really, really high armor, holds his own in lanes, all types of lanes, and he farms faster than any other hero. I just think that nobody plays Gyrocopter like appropriately. I think Radiant Gyrocopter is like the only way to run the hero. I think Radiant Gyrocopter is actually like really, really good. But everybody plays Gyrocopter like it's a fucking Luna, and I think that that's like a terrible, terrible way to run the hero. Purge coaches, you don't. Is Barney actually a Purge gamer? Yeah, dude, I'm part of the Purge gamer group. That's an Ags Gyro, really, really bad. I think that it's not only a matter of the fact that Gyro's Ags upgrade isn't good, but it's the fact that Gyro has so many good items he can buy. But I really, really like Gyro, because I think it's like a hero that his only real weakness is that he's like not mobile or evasive, and he like requires some degree of protection. Gyro doesn't do anything to any of the popular heroes, I suppose, but I think that Gyro farms really fucking fast. Like, faster than like almost any hero without items. I really, really like Radiant Gyrocopter. That's it. Maybe if I'm Radiant, I'll play Gyrocopter, but if I'm not Radiant, then I'll play Alchemist, so it's going to be one of the two. And I don't know if I'll play 2 games. I might play 2 games if I get Radiant. Twitch TV on Anime Pro, I'm going to click that. No, it doesn't actually stream, but it's a channel. You share your Gyro build so I can try it? There are a bunch of different... Well, I shouldn't say there are a bunch of different Gyro builds, but there are like 2 ways to transition, I think. One is like a fast BKB, and then the other is like... Well, they're like... there's no point even going into detail. Basically, it's a kill a blade into any number of different options. Say. Since we're on those topics, Barney, what is it that you say? If your bad decision works out, it means it was 100% right thing to do, and that you saw the destiny. No, I don't think you can judge decisions by their outcome. No, I don't think Radiance is that great on Gyro. Why don't you move to a Zubu TV to get all that dollars? Interestingly enough, I got offered by Hitbox TV, a Zubu TV, and Owned 3D to stream on their channels, and the only ones that were appealing offers were, well, actually the only one that was actually appealing was Owned 3D, because it was like I got a message on Skype from like Kelly Milkies, and then she was telling me about like the plan and how they'll just give you straight up money if you switch over. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, like if I were streaming for money, I would have switched to Own 3D because they would have dropped like I don't want to say how much, but they would have just upfront just given me more money like right then and there to switch to Own 3D that I made streaming like the entire time that I was like that I've streamed on Twitch TV. And then like the amount that they actually paid you too for
10
like
seconds
ad
remaining.
impressions was way higher as well. But I opted not to do it for like two reasons.
5
One was that
seconds remaining.
I talked to some people, like there was some guy I knew that helped me with like tech support or whatever. That was also a really cool dude, and he's like Hotshot GG's. Like he used to work with like Hotshot GG, and he mentioned that Own 3D doesn't actually like pay
Prepare
out.
for battle.
And then the other reason is that
All systems
I won't say the other reason on stream, but like there was a lack of professionalism in some regards that was kind of surprising. So there's no NDA, so you can say that shit easy, go for it. That's true, man, but I like it's gonna be on a VOD, and I don't want to say it in front of a bunch of people. Like,
30 seconds to battle.
damn it.
okay, so this guy's just gonna take 500 experience from me, and then he's gonna go jungle. Okay,
The
but
battle
you're going to
begins.
basically take 500 experience from me in a lane where there's going to be a Phoenix.
For being retired.
So he's, never mind. You just do you, dude. You do you. Nice, he made it so I couldn't block either.
Roger. Quit your mumbling.
The worst part too is that at the 6-minute mark, I think for Gyro to be viable, you need to start flacking down these 3 camps. That's the only way to run the hero. Like I think that this hero is just not a good hero if you don't do that. So if this guy occupies space in that part of the map, it just fucks me over. Alright, Luna's just abandoned. I'm okay with that. Full Spanish, me sorry. He was into English, can't speak anything but Spanish. I'm actually so okay with that. Like I really didn't want to play that game, but I also don't want to abandon it because like I don't want to go through low prio. But like Lubnan is down with just sitting on a fucking cliff and cliff jungling or some shit, I don't know. I'm not about that life, but bets on bar. Bets on me being radiant. I don't know. It's actually the more I think about it, the harder it is to actually run gyrocopter when like you're like 4 or 5. Well, I guess 4. You don't have 5 teammates, but when your 4 teammates are uncooperative, it's really difficult to run gyro in the only way that I like to run gyro because it involves you getting like a decent lane. Which honestly, gyro you can hold your own in lane on gyro like pretty well. But if you have somebody that burdens you and saps your experience really hard, then you don't get level 5 at a good time. And you need to be like level 5 at a reasonable time in order to do it, or level 6 in order to do what I like doing on gyro. And then you also need to have access to the tri-camp. But, god dude, running junglers on Radiant is actually so shitty. Holy fuck. Because, like, Radiant mid heroes usually like to use the 2 camps that are adjacent to the mid lane. And as a safe lane Radiant gyrocopter, I like to use the 3 creep camps that are adjacent to the safe lane, so there's actually just no space on the map for a jungle hero. Whereas on Dire, the 3 camps that are deep into the jungle are really easy to occupy for like an Enigma or something, or an Axe, or like a Chen or an Enchantress, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I like to run Radiant Gyro in a specific way, and I get totally fucked over if somebody is like uncooperative. Because if somebody starts farming the medium camp that's near the lane, then I'm still going to flak the tri-camp, right? Like, that's not going to change what I do. There's nothing else for me to do with my time when I've shoved up the lane into the enemy tower. The only difference is that I'm going to be flacking, like, less camps. So, like, it's pretty shitty when you think about it. Because it's like I'm still going to be flacking the 3 camps that are near the lane. Like, I'm still going to be doing that. It's just my flak cannon is going to hit less things. So it just means somebody is completely wasting their time while fucking me over. I actually would not have minded playing that game, though. I think I don't take these games as seriously as Lumden or whatever. Maybe I don't value my time as much. Like, I actually appreciate the entertainment value that you can get from a game where you get some Sanking that buys boots and has nothing else in his inventory and then goes, level 3, I jungle, smiley face, and then you, like, try to communicate with him and he goes, sorry, full Spanish. And, like, I think someone like Lumden just loses his fucking mind and just gets really upset because he has, like, a plan for the game and it's like, not gonna work because somebody is gonna just make his job really hard. But, like, for me, it's like, like, I don't know, that shit is usually just kind of funny. Like, at least initially. Like, if I really want to win, it's annoying, but I don't know. Some games, like, you just look at them and it's like, I'm not gonna win this game, man. I'm just gonna have a grand fucking time. I wouldn't have as much fun in games like that if I wasn't really streaming them, but in a game like that, I think that game had a lot of potential for like, humor. But Lumen over here doesn't want to support with the full Spanish boots first Sand King because he's not a fucking team player. So he's just going to abandon the game, just going to give up. Anime is for losers, video games aren't. Yeah, man, I feel you there, right? Like, I walked, you know, I was down in Portland the other day with some friends. Just kidding, they were actually my brother's friends from his work because I don't really have friends, but, you know, I was there anyways. But I saw these guys and they looked like total neckbeards. And I was like, you know what, those are probably some anime watchers. And then there was this guy walking down the street. This part didn't actually happen. But he was just surrounded by ladies, like they just were all over him. And then he was like, "Hey man, I'm a pro gamer," and I think it was his EG shirt, to be honest. Like, and his friend had a Team Liquid shirt on, and it was like he was just surrounded by bitches. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, that's why whenever I go out somewhere, I always try to remind the woman that I'm a Twitch TV streamer. So it's like bitches go fucking wild when they know that you're pulling in those Twitch dollars, you know. Like, I hit up the club, I wear my Kappa shirt when I go down to the club. The club sluts love it, man. They're like, oh man, this guy's gonna buy me some drinks because he's a Twitch TV streamer, you know. Alright, so this game's actually gonna be pretty miserable though because Fire179 is like a stream sniper, and I really don't like playing against stream snipers because when you get them on your team, they're like usually pretty shitty, like at the game, and then, you know, they're magically really low impact. And then you get them on the other team and it's like they have some sort of next level fucking knowledge about like where you place your observer wards and stuff like that. But I mean, at this point I've seen enough people that I know who the stream snipers are. You can't hide from me. Like, I've never gotten a game with some people when I'm not streaming, and then when I stream it's like I magically get like Chin and Mimic on my team, like 1 in 5 unranked games or some shit, you know? There's also my very, like, remember guys, if you wear your Kappa shirt in real life, bitches is gonna go fucking wild. But you wear your like your Tuhu shirt, you're like some kind of lonely fucking neckbeard. You're just gonna look like a pathetic loser, okay? But, like, women love Team Liquid. That's one thing I've learned. Like, women fucking love Team Liquid. It might be the Stallion, it might be IX Mike, I don't know, but there's something about Team Liquid that just drives the ladies wild. Alright. So what I think happens here is it's a Phoenix that I'm up against in the lane, which is not even that bad. If it's a solo lane, I'll actually be pretty okay. The thing about Alchemist I find is that when I'm up against, like it almost is funny to say, but Alchemist is like a super greedy hero, but he works better in games that...
"30 seconds to battle."
Oh no. Oh Alright, maybe we can upskirt pot him. Jungle level 3! Oh no!
Begins.
Chupawiba! Andale, andale, mis amigos. Oh, we gonna have a fiesta in the woods.
Double down.
Oh, but yeah, but I think Alchemist actually works worse in bad player games where you get the Pudge that like sacks his lane at 6 minutes to like sit in the safe lane. But he works better in good player games where there's a solo off lane and like a carry mid. Like, me jungle, guapa guapa, whoopa whoopa.
First blood on the sand.
Look at that. Fucking Carlito over here is. Oh my god, is Lumden gonna kill the fucking Phoenix?
Oh my god. Oh my
He
god.
is.
Oh my god.
Bueno, mis amigos.
Take some punches.
Amigos.
Me ayuda. Ay, caramba.
On it.
Getting the denies on Alchemist are not like frivolous. They're not useless denies because they contribute towards your Greevil's greed. And when I play this hero, I think that the only way to run it is like a maximum fucking Jew. Okay, never mind. I gotta really try to avoid making the passively like anti-Semitic remarks or whatever. But you gotta play greedy if you play Alch, you know?
Tango, tango. Tango, tango. Tango. Tango.
Mi tengo Taco Bell. Looks like the enemies, though, they died to the Sand King, so his jungling at level 3 is working out. They decided to tango with the wrong fucking dude. Looks like this Phoenix having a real goddamn rough time. Still level 1. My farm is looking pretty free as well, except now I'm not going to be able to static it because I let the range creep stack up. You're gonna have to side pull because I fucked up, by the way, Linden. So all your hard work is for nothing. You can feel how happy these games are making Lumden. Like, the level of enjoyment he's getting from these games, I think it picks up as they go on. When I make a mistake like this, where Lumden zones out the offlaner completely and then I fail to static because I let the range creep stack up, like, I think I can physically picture the smile on Lumden's face as the Phoenix is no longer able to be kept level 1. Hola, Palu. Viva Palu! Alright, is Phoenix still level 1? Okay, he's still level 1, so I didn't fuck up that bad, I guess. But he's gonna probably get level 2 here. I shouldn't even sugarcoat it. I fucked up so bad. I could have had complete free farm for like 8 minutes or whatever. I mean, literally your bitch. No, Lumda actually plays support, and I think you have to be like a super beta to play support. Because, like, who the fuck plays matchmaking a lot? And, like, constantly gets people like the Pudge from that other game and says, oh, I really like playing support. Like, you have to be a really passive like a passive player, or like very accommodating, I should say.
Bottom is missing.
But every support player I've seen is like that, or like every true support, where they're like very willing to accommodate their like shit players. Once again, I'm gonna fail to. Oh, nice! There's a small aircraft outside the window. Not every day that you see that.
Now, you're shaking my broom. Don't hold back. You try
Boy, Lundin, how would you like to solo lane against this Phoenix 1 minute from now? I bet that's what you want. We got Sanking over here helping us.
Bottom is missing.
It's getting near the point where I just kind of abandon the lane and go to greener pastures to farm. However, the Sanking is occupying space in the woods. Oops, that was bad. Mate, mate!
Come on.
I wonder if the Phoenix just left. I played this really, really bad so far, though. Like, I could go into great detail about all of the mistakes I've made, but I'm just gonna shut my mouth because it will look impressive when I have, like, 1,000 gold per minute this game. And, like, my CS looks good, or whatever. Like, people, they're like, wow, 41 and 19 at this stage in the game with a completely zoned offlaner? You're so good, Barney! I have no idea how to identify proper carry play! But the reality is I've actually played this pretty poorly. For various reasons, none of which I will tell. It'll be my little secret. Fuck.
Now we're cooking. Trust me, you didn't want it anyway.
But this is legitimately going to be a game that I think I end with like 1,000 gold per minute. Unless I get utterly shit on in like the next 2 or 3 minutes. Wow, Barney, a 6-minute maelstrom in a free fucking lane. How do you do it? Oh!
This stuff really works. Watch where you're going.
So this is... Oh, never mind. We have a fucking Sanking in our jungle. I don't know. What do I do, dude? It's impossible to static the lane now, though, because I have a Maelstrom, so it's going to do that, where it procs when I'm hitting the creep.
Pour it on. Formula racing.
Okay, I'm not even going to get the siege unit, because the siege units have bonus damage against other siege units, because siege units do bonus damage to units with siege armor, because they do siege damage. Which means siege units hit other siege units for a lot, so if you fuck up like I did there, you can identify pretty clearly when it gets to a stage where you can't actually acquire the last hit on the other siege unit. We need wards. We need wards. We need wards. Ay caramba, mis amigos! We need some vision. It's looking mighty dark in here, let's say! Once again, those are not like stat pad denies or whatever. I genuinely want to deny those creeps so that I can get more Grievous Greed stacks.
Take some punches.
Oh my god, this Phoenix. Holy shit. Is he dead? I think he's dead.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
You drive for a while.
Double kill.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Killing spree. I'm feeling punchy. Gonna punch a little hard.
Since I can't really occupy too much space in the woods, because the amount of space available in the woods is somewhat limited, I'm just gonna try to get this tower down. Oh god, run, you're fucked, dude. Luna is pretty much, I think, dead here because he's getting chased by the level 6 Doom. Maybe he'll actually get away. No, he's not, because the Doom has phase boots. Oh well. May have abandoned Lumden a bit prematurely there. There are 3 enemies in this lane now, so I'm just going to completely ditch it. There's no point in sitting in the lane that has the 3 enemy heroes in it, when I can occupy space relatively easily anywhere on the map. One thing I like about getting the Shadow Blade, I only do this because I'm playing in games where it's like the people on the enemy team aren't going to be good enough to actually kill me if I get a Shadow Blade. So getting the Shadow Blade, it's not even a bad Alchemist item. I think Shadow Blade is decent on Slark, it's sometimes decent on Gyro, and it's also sometimes decent on Alchemist because of how it synergizes with your abilities. But, you want a taco? Here you go. Taco. Mana?
Your middle tower is under attack. Bottom is missing.
Jesus, that's wrong.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, he's gonna block the camp. Taco! Bueno! It's a fucking fiesta in the top lane! I'm gonna stun myself like a retard!
Your middle tower is under attack.
But Alchemist is all about occupying space, and not only does Shadow Blade work really well with Unstable Concoction, but it also allows you to occupy space really safely.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Jesus, my desire to die pushing this building is so fucking low.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
The lane this game was a lot easier than I expected it to be, because the Phoenix was kept level 1 and killed multiple times by the Lina, so...
Your bottom tower is
You
under
wanna watch me
attack.
farm this? Yeah, you do. Oh boy,
Go!
Our thanks. Your middle tower is under attack.
Nobody farming mid.
Your middle tower is under attack.
But again, I think Alchemist is pretty much all about occupying space. That's why I cringe every single time I see a fucking Alchemist that buys like a Midas. That's not really a very good Alchemist item. Even if Alchemist has really low base attack time in his ultimate, which means plus attack speed is really valuable on the hero, Midas is super shit because it doesn't allow you to occupy space, and this hero is all about occupying space. Well, I suppose Midas isn't super shit if you don't max Grievelous Greed, but I don't know. I think this hero is like really niche. It's not a very good hero if you're put in a position where you can't get at least 2 points in Grievelous Greed. Uh-oh, amigo! Ay caramba! About to Baja Blast, please. I'll need you Lincoln Gamer feel in my chat, okay? That arrow dodge. Such discipline.
Your middle tower is
Nice,
under
it did
attack.
stack. I just wanted to confirm with the crow.
You tried for a while. Let him have it.
But two of Alchemist's biggest weaknesses, I suppose, are that if you burst the hero down, then you don't really get anything out of your ultimate. And also, the hero can't innately... Okay, this is more than 2 weaknesses, but the hero can't innately occupy a lot of space, despite he being designed around occupying lots of space. And also, the hero has very, very low armor, which contributes to you being able to get burst down very, very easily. So you have to kind of itemize out of all of those weaknesses. But the first and most important, I think, is being able to occupy space. If you can't farm on Alchemist, then the hero just doesn't function like he needs to be able to function. This is like the most satisfying hero to play, though. Just seeing the fucking gold and shit, drives me wild. If I was losing, I would probably get like a plate mail after Assange, but I'm winning so hard that I'm just gonna get items that are gonna let me farm. Even if the scoreboard is 10 to 11, it's like, I don't know, if I'm not losing in the early game, it's just so easy to win. Like, the enemy Quap doesn't really have items. I don't know where the Phantom Assassin is, or I haven't clicked her in quite some time, but...
Pour it on. We got this. Open up.
Yeah, that's not a good enough Phantom Assassin build to allow her to win.
Stir it up.
Seems like kind of a waste of boots of travel, but it's whatever. I don't want to go bottom.
I'll punch.
Watch your step.
It's funny because I can't really use the Shadow Blade to get any kills when I do one unstable concoction, but it's not a huge deal.
One for you.
Phantom Assassin is like a higher level than me, so if I were a carry that was less capable of acquiring gold, or less extreme in terms of like the greed potential. Holy shit, this guy hits fucking hard. Well, actually he only hits hard because he crit me, but I still count that as a hard hit. Hey, anyone? Okay, he crit me again. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna go slap his shit a little bit. Can we get slap nerd?
Cocktails in 5.
We're not actually gonna be able to get this kill unless this guy lands the arrow.
Go, go, go.
Just throw the arrow. Oh my god. Alright, see you, dude.
I've got the stuff.
Whatever you say.
I did.
Now we're cooking. Decanting.
This guy could literally like leave the game and I wouldn't be concerned. Like, I'm still pretty confident in this game because I've killed very many creeps. Whilst going a greedy build, I have killed many creeps, which is a very good metric for the game being quite winnable.
You heard him. Regeneration. It's heating up.
Throw the arrow! Okay, don't, I guess. Oh, we stacked stuns, but I think we're gonna get the kill anyways. Normally I would get a different item, but since there's a Phantom Assassin on the enemy team, it's pretty important that I get a Monkey King bar if I want to be able to kill her.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Easy now. This stuff
Your
is
bottom
explosive.
tower is under attack.
I heard you.
But now I've kind of itemized out of a bunch of Alchemist's bigger weaknesses, which is that he's an immobile, low armor, low HP pool hero that can't farm. Because now I can farm really, really well. I'm pretty mobile because I run like a fucking Kenyan speed, and I have reasonable armor, so...
We'll take that. Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Here we go.
Oh, did I TP on the wrong creep?
Stir it up.
I don't even think that we have to like fight the enemies here. Like I'm out farming them so massively that like Alchemist actually like normally just kind of retard ricing like the way I'm doing wouldn't be very game winning a lot of the time. But an Alchemist it really is because you get so much out of occupying space that I'll be maxed by like 26 minutes.
Radiant structures
So I don't
are
have to actually
fortified.
help in fights because I'm farming so hard. And like the Queen of Pain's farm is so fucking terrible that it's like painful to even watch. But with Alchemist, you can actually treat the game a little bit differently in terms of like just how high you prioritize your farming.
That away.
But with most heroes, I would have to like help my team in some of these fights. But with this hero, I really don't.
We're on to you.
I'm also at the stage where I can like quite easily solo kill most of their heroes.
Pour it on.
Another misconception about Alchemists is that like once you get like a full 6 items or whatever, that like you're maxed, which isn't really the case at all. Like it hurts me when I see people that get like 6 items and they just start like rebuying BKB over and over. Like these items, none of these are really optimal items for like a 6-slotted Alchemist, so like I can progress in items past this pretty easily.
Cocktails for fun. That's
Okay, Quap, you're not that talented.
sounds like a plan.
Oh no, that's worth so much more to me than it is to this guy. Oh god.
Okay. Shake it.
This would be, I think, a pretty decent ranked matchmaking hero if Ancient Apparition didn't totally fuck this hero like ridiculously hard. And you don't even have to be that good to play Ancient Apparition either, I think. Like you can actually be like level 6 and I'm level 25. You don't even need to hit me with your ultimate. You just have to tag me with it and it like ruins my game. Well, that was
We're under attack.
something, I guess. Scary. Okay, Quap, are you dead too now? But with Alchemist, you can actually just like farm all game and then just run over the enemy team, which is not how most heroes in Dota operate.
Look what's cooking.
Triple kill.
tower has fallen.
Making me spit.
Nice SK. Nice.
Mixing it up.
I could almost, I want to say, like, I could almost win this game at any point that I really wanted to, but I'm just going to continue farming because I really, really enjoy playing Alchemist, and I want to end this game with the highest gold per minute number possible, so I'm going to take measures to make that the reality,
Assault curate.
where I just, I'm playing like fucking Farmville, not Dota.
Dog hold back.
Did the SK just compliment himself? He really did.
You've got it.
Nothing pains me more than like getting stream sniped and then having someone try to do like
Enemy's
my
bottom
builds
tower
but not
has
actually
fallen.
understand the concept behind the builds. The other day I got stream sniped by someone that did Alchemist and they got like a 14-minute maelstrom because they bought treads and a soaring before. And it's like, holy shit, you've completely missed the fucking point of what I do.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I can let my team die now because I can almost 1v5, so I don't even need to aid them really. Lena, can you not hurt my gold per minute like that, you dumb bitch?
We got this.
That's okay, you don't need your Lincolns, okay? Unless you intend to place it on me.
Double damage.
No, I don't like Battle Fury on Alchemist. It takes way too long to get to the point where you can start occupying space. Okay, Sand King?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're saying like Battle Fury on Alchemist. I see what you mean now. But like, I always wonder, does someone like Arteezy get sniped and then someone like he gets some fucking VR that like picks Wind Ranger and then goes like Force Staff?
We're on to
Or like, does Arteezy get stream sniped by like the post lobotomy tinkers that you see in matchmaking these days that try to emulate the Arteezy builds without understanding the Arteezy builds? I bet he does.
watch your step. Decanting.
Alright team, we gotta end this game ASAP. There's a small fire that started in my house, and I've lost family members already to it. It's gonna spread to my room,
Whatever you say.
so we gotta win.
Tail time.
In all seriousness though, I just want to end the game really quickly so that I can inflate my stats as hard as possible.
You try for a while.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Double kill.
Forever.
All right already.
This clean up. Go on, little buddy. Over there.
They buff S and Y. They buffed S and Y a lot in pretty much every single version of Dota 2 since the game has been released. It's actually a really good item now.
I'm going.
Let's go.
You have to go, Barney, don't leave us. No, I need to end the game so that I can have the highest possible gold per minute. Team, we should push the enemy base.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Shake it. Okie dokie.
Because at this point my gold per minute is only decreasing. I don't think you need a BKB. I think if we just walk at the enemy base, we just outright win.
I always do the dirty work.
Hold your nose. Gotta get rid of this stuff.
I'm actually boxed in by creeps.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's
Now I
middle
need
tower
to
has fallen.
plunder the gold pinatas in order to maximize my gold per minute. Otherwise, pushing the enemy base will decrease my gold per minute, guys, because I'm not farming.
The enemy's top
I'm farming.
tower has fallen.
I also need to last hit the racks. If I don't last hit the racks, my gold per minute won't be 1,000 plus.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
The Sand King has added me to his friends list. That's great. He's applied for friendship.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't need boots. It's for scrubs. Not an important item.
I heard you.
I'm so fucking slow. Alchemist hits faster than any other hero in the game because you can, like your base attack time is the lowest, which means that attack speed affects you the best, or the most, rather.
You now have mega creeps.
Need to kill all the creeps. Creeperinos. Actually, no, I need to last hit the tower. Nope, too late.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Most heroes can't get to 0.27 attacks per second. Generally speaking, I would get like an Abyssal Blade and a Satanic. And normally I would get an Abyssal Blade instead of a Monkey King Bar 2, especially if I had a Shadow Blade, the value of Abyssal Blade increases, especially on a hero that hits this fast. But they have a Venom Assassin, so I went for the Monkey King Bar. And usually, like if the game went on any longer, I would get like a Satanic in place of the Shadow Blade maybe.
We've got pretty good chemistry.
Should you sell first Shadow Blade or SNY? I would sell the Shadow Blade. But I like this Alchemist build a lot because it's like, I don't think it teaches you very good habits though, because you can completely neglect aiding your team if you're actually farming adequately, and like you don't even have to like help your team or whatever, because you can like pretty much 1v5 when it gets to a certain point. The game becomes unlosable. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, if you followed it, you'll know when it comes online, etc., etc. I love you guys. Goodbye.